Hey everyone, it's Luka here. I am here to update you on some short things. I'm doing another real estate vlog, and I wanted to just update you on the previous video that I created on some of the properties that we bought in Lewiston. I think if you can see the previous videos, we actually went to court, and it was last 2 weeks ago that we went to court. Some of the tenants showed up, some didn't, so they actually had moved out like a week later. And then today, we went to court again. Good news is that, these guys have, the other 2 units also have been completely vacated. So the tenants have moved out. I'm happy because, eviction is tough. In this business, you can't make emotional decisions when tenants aren't willing to pay, they're not willing to work with you. At the same time, you can't make emotional decisions to say you want to keep them because of your emotions. And so, for me, it's a little loud here, but for me, it was a little tough, but I had to make that decision. And because they saw that courts were involved and I had a good property manager and also somebody who knows the law in Maine and was helping me with this. Once they saw that the laws were involved and they knew that they were gonna get evicted if they didn't find a place, they decided to move out on their own. So I'm very happy. And so last week I showed you this property that was vacant, that they vacated, the first 2 tenants vacated. And so I wanna go in there, take a look at it with you real quick. See the progress. Last week, the video that you saw is that after court, 1 week later, they went and vacated the property. And now my contractors are in here. They've been here for about 4 days. They started last week. So I'm gonna go in there, take a look, see the differences. Hopefully you can watch the previous video. And then we go take a look at the other 2 units. So we're seeing 4 units all together today. 2 different buildings. 2 different parcels, but they're all in the same parking lot. So let's go take a look at this one. All right. So this is the property that was vacant first, and I showed you this video just a couple of days ago. Actually, I have to check to see what it was uploaded as, but this is, Sabata Street renovation. So you can see here a lot of junk. I was expecting a dumpster to be here by now. They're supposed to deliver a 30-yard dumpster to fill all of this trash in. Right now, it looks really bad. But I'm here, so we're changing a lot of the windows. You can see here, all these windows got pulled out. One of the things that in that previous video we found out is that all the windows needed to be changed, and we were not budgeting for that. So you can see here, these windows got changed. They look a lot better now. So and then muddings are going on, flooring is going to be changed. We ripped up the old carpet. If you can see here, we're not going all in with this. We're not taking down drywalls, and so we're getting it rent ready but in a good condition. And also, we haven't yet decided whether we're gonna keep these properties or refinance it or sell it to landlords that are nearby. So that's a decision to make. You can see here we demoed the bathroom on that previous video. You can see it was a bit different. We put in a new tub. Vanities are gonna be going up. This is a new tub. Right, ceilings have been redone. So a lot has happened in 4 days. These guys are great, and so cabinets are gonna be starting to get repainted here. So you can see. So a week from now, I'm expecting to see a whole different property than what we've been seeing, what you've been seeing. I'm not quite yet gonna take you to the basement. Right. This is how the windows were looking, but in much worse shape. So I can bring you here. You can take a look at this a little bit more. There's a lot of trash here. A lot of windows there, as you can see. A lot of windows that we took out. Windows from the basements. So a lot of demo that took place, and I just hope that our guys will be here very soon to take out all of these, all of those other, the trash and the dumpsters. We're going up. They already started mudding so they can dry. Also, I want to take you here before I go up. This basement down there, we had to jack it up a little more. This window just got changed. And let's go take a look at upstairs real quick. And then we can maybe go see the other unit real quick as well. These are new windows that are gonna go here. These windows are gonna go here today. The guys are working really hard. We gotta repair this handrails. These windows all need to be replaced. You can see here, this unit was a little bit better than the other one, but still, there's a lot of work that needs to be done here as well. As you can see here, these cabinets, we're gonna keep these cabinets, repaint them. It really seems like all the windows actually needed to be changed. I'll show you another one here, how bad they are. Right, this was actually better than the other ones that we had changed. So we were considering keeping this, but when you look too closely, actually, they're really bad. They can't even go up. We're considering keeping the floors, the carpet, and maybe change the, remove the carpet in the kitchen. Here, not too much that needs to be done, but I think my my other guy, contractor, is here, taking out. As you can see, a lot of demo going on here. Ceilings. Right. So a lot of things that came up that, because we couldn't really see exactly what was going on. And so when the tenants were here, we couldn't see exactly what needed to be done. And when they really finally moved is when everything kind of just popped out, that we realized that, you know what, we have a lot more to do than what we thought or even budgeted for it. So let's take a quick look at the outside. Of course, they're starting to work from the inside first. And so we can see here, I'm gonna turn the camera around. We still gotta repair, jack up this deck looking. We gotta jack this up and repaint. But I wanna take you outside a little bit in case you didn't see the other previous video. If you can see, even the windows in the basements, these basement windows have been repaired. There's another one right there, basement window. We have a nice, actually, commercial land. This property sits in a nice commercial land. We have that. Then when we go around, you can see this property here is that this is the property that I went to court for this morning. And now it's also vacant. They took out a lot, actually. There was vehicles that were parked here that that I thought that we were gonna have to get rid of it somehow. And so less work for us. It's still a lot of work, even though it's a little less. There was vehicles parked here. You can see there's still trash in the yards, but that's kind of what it is. So if you can see the windows here closely, all broken. These are the type of windows that were there. That's how bad they were. If you can see closely here, this is how they look. And that's why we realized that even the windows, if somebody really wants to give us a good offer, they probably wouldn't because of how bad the windows are looking. So you can see the new one that is there, it's much different from that one. Okay, and we're gonna change this siding as well. So that's it for this property. Let's go look at the other property actually as well. I just wanna take a look at to see how it looks like after these guys have moved out. And so I mentioned to you that we bought this property that you're looking at now. We bought this property for $132,000. We were gonna try to sell it as is, sell it for an as is, clean out, and sell it for $300,000. But when we looked at some things that just weren't past inspection, we decided to add value to the property. Same thing with this same property that we just looked at behind us. We decided to add value into it so that it would be at least ready for rent, at least be rent ready for our next homeowner. Whether it's gonna be somebody who is a landlord and buys it to keep it for rentals or whatever the case may be. And so here we are. We're gonna go in there, take a quick look at things. So far, something that we didn't budget for is siding. You know, we were gonna try to repair the sidings, repaint them and everything. Comes to find out that really this siding's gotta go. And so that's just one of those things that you really, it's something that I could have really paid more close attention to. But again, you learn. So now I've probably got to go back to my lender and request an increase to for the renovation. So there's trims there, the things all around the house that needs to be done. So I'm gonna go to the inside of the property. We're planning so far to take this part of the porch down and keep that, jack that up, repair it and everything. So let's go take a look at quick. So just bear with me here. I've got to open the door. So if you're ever looking to get into doing this type of work, you know, you can never say that you're so experienced that you're not gonna make mistakes, especially in renovating properties. So we're here in this house, in this 2 units. We're gonna take a quick look at it as well. All windows need to be repaired. We didn't budget for that. Siding needs to be repaired, and that is something that now I'm looking to go and talk back to my lender and see what we can do to increase that budget. Floorings needs to be redone. A lot of holes on the walls that needs to be repaired. At least get it ready for tenants. Some doors. This actually here doesn't look too bad, but still, you know, we have to work on fixing some of the drywall. This, like this, right? This is all around the house. You can see here, this is probably gonna be like 3 dumpsters full. 3 30-yard dumpsters, I think. So, kitchen here. I'm not gonna take it to the basement. Actually, I'm gonna take it to the basement this time around. This basement is a lot bigger, has a lot of work to do in there. This kitchen needs a demo. We're really debating whether we should take the cabinets down to see if it's worth it or not. Of course, when you take cabinets down, now you're looking at, you know, even bigger budget for renovation. So that's kind of the things we would really have to be mindful of. Here, this tub also needs to be pulled out. There's a washer and dryer in this small, tiny bathroom. So this washer and dryer have to come out. And so you got, these are the type of work that we're going to be running into. You can see here, terrible, right? Horrible stuff. But let's go look at it. We're going to look at this basement together. Not the best fan because you get spider webs and everything. Just here alone, I think we're going to need some dumpsters, a lot of windows here, broken windows in the from the past. A lot of trash here that needs to be shoveled, actually, right? A lot of trash here that needs to be taken out. So you can see dumpsters after dumpsters. This is the deal. The structure itself looks good, so I'm happy about that. And so, yeah, but definitely windows, all windows need to be repaired. That's just what it is. And so I don't want to stay here too long, guys. So let's go take a look at the upstairs. All right, we're gonna look at the second unit. And I think that this property here, I think that we're gonna be here in this project for at least a month. With a good crew, we'll be here for a month. This is the second unit here. I didn't use this door, but here the stairs is horrible. You can see it's even leaning. Drywalls, terrible. You can see here, starting from here. Look at this. This can burn a whole house down. You got a light bulb that's going straight from the ceiling. There's nothing. Like this could burn the whole house down. So we got some work in our hands here. We're gonna go straight up there. Take a look at this unit. Flooring needs to be done. I think we're gonna close some windows. We're gonna close some windows, at least out of these two windows here. We're gonna close one of them and keep one. We got a stove, fridge. Probably have to keep some of them or get rid of them. Maybe we can clean this stove nice and keep it for the next tenant. This fridge, however, might have to go. We'll see. We'll see what's good. We may get rid of this window, one of this window, and keep one. Here, I think that we need to make a little change. We may have to actually move it's either we keep the sink here and we move microwave and stove there, or we just leave it like as it is. Or I'm thinking that not to go into electrical microwaving, putting microwaves up, because this is for rentals. And people in rentals, people that are buying properties to keep it for rentals don't really care so much because of the rent here. It's not gonna pay itself off as much. It's gonna be rented regardless. And so you just gotta know your market that you're in, the market that you're in. And so here we may keep this tub. I think we'll keep this tub and change the ceilings. As you can see here, this property is actually huge. It looks huge upstairs. I think this is a dryer and a washer that was set up. And then let's take a long walk at the hallway. A lot of repainting, drywall repairs, window replacements, all kinds of things. This is actually like a room. This is an actual room. This place here, when I came here to look at the property, the guy that was living here smoked so much marijuana that I couldn't even breathe. My realtor and my project managers left this property, and they didn't want anything to do with it because of how bad it was. And so this is kind of what we're looking at. A lot of painting. We need a primers. We need to remove the smoke, the smoked smell, and all kinds of things. So we got a whole lot of work in our hands, and I'm actually kind of excited for it because we are looking to get this done in about 2 months. And so with that being said, we're gonna get to work. So here are the numbers again. We bought this property, and hopefully we can update you guys. We bought this property here for 132, planning to renovate it. I think I had a budget for $50,000, but I think we really need about $100,000. We're gonna resell it for about $300, $350. That's what we're looking at now. The other one there, we bought it for $95,000. The other unit that I first showed you, we bought it for $95,000. We got a budget for $30,000 renovation, which is nuts because I don't know why I even thought about that. You know, we're only looking about $75,000 in repairs for that. And so these are the things that comes up. I looked at it now, so now we have to go and start, you know, preparing for that, because renovation alone in that property, contractors alone are charging almost the whole budget without even renovation, without even materials, so without dumpsters and all of that stuff. So that's kind of what we're running into here, and so we have to adjust our budgets. We have to increase and look to see also, as we increase the value of the repairing the windows and other things, also we may get a higher offer because of doing these other things. So thank you for watching. God bless. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification button. And if you have any questions on this flip or other things, projects that we're doing, make sure you leave me a comment. If you have any questions on underwritings or anything that I didn't mention, please make sure to leave it in the feedback. Make sure you like the video if you can, to support algorithms, and God bless you. Bye-bye.